Today, I'll be sharing the 5 accessories that you need in your gym bag. So, let's go. The first and most important accessory that you need is a lifting belt. A good, sturdy lifting belt. For the longest time, I went through my days at the gym and I did not have a belt. And I struggled a lot with lower back pain and I had no idea why. Like every other week, my back would start flaring up and I was like, why is my back flaring up? Right? So I did some research and I figured you need a good lifting belt for when you do your leg days especially. It helps you to brace your core and take pressure off your back. So you need a really good lifting belt. Get it as soon as you step in the gym. Make sure you have a good lifting belt to keep your lower back safe. Otherwise, you will come to a time where your back just can't simply handle the load anymore. So yeah, get yourself a lifting belt and keep your back safe. Make sure you're using it on your leg days. I actually use it every single day when I'm doing chest, shoulders, no matter what. I always have a lifting belt to make sure that my back is safe. The second accessory that you absolutely need for your back days is simply just 2 lifting straps. If you look at my straps, they are so old and worn out. I've literally had them ever since I started working out and I've been using them ever since. These lifting straps simply make sure that your grip does not give out before you do. So on your back days, on your pulling days, when you're pulling weights or you're doing your rows, these make sure that your grip doesn't give out before you do. Because if your grip gives up before your back does, that simply limits your back gains because your back did not go to failure. Your wrist and your forearms did. So make sure you get yourself good lifting straps and you will see your back gains explode. You'll be able to train your back more effectively and you'll be able to take it closer to failure like you actually have to make sure you grow. So lifting straps, definitely, you cannot go to the gym without these. You cannot have a back day without lifting straps. Third accessory that might be a little more nuanced are simply just lifting cuffs. Lifting cuffs are useful for your push days. When I'm doing my cable lateral raises, I just connect this to my wrist and I use my wrist to make sure I do my lateral raises effectively and more comfortable. Because you are stronger with your wrist than with your grip. Your grip is more likely to give out before your shoulder does when you're doing lateral raises, right? So you want to make sure that you connect this to your wrist and you can go harder and even heavier. So that's why you need lifting cuffs. You can also use cuffs for glute cable kickbacks because you can tie these around your ankles and just make it a little bit more comfortable. So they make your exercises a lot more comfortable. And the more comfortable an exercise, the more likely you are to do it. Lifting cuffs, definitely underrated. They are very underrated. I don't see a lot of people using these. But ever since I started using these, they make my shoulder exercises a lot more comfortable. And the fourth accessory is another one that is very important for your back days. And that is a pull-up belt. The point of a pull-up belt is for you to be able to hold down the weight between your thighs when you're doing your dips and you're doing your pull-ups. This is extremely important because it makes sure that you can progressively overload your pull-ups and your dips. So that's what I use this for. I use this for my dips and my pull-ups to make sure I can progressively overload effectively. Because with pull-ups, if you're still new with pull-ups, you can obviously put a dumbbell in between your legs and you can do that. But the heavier you get, the harder and harder it is. So this just makes it that much easy for you to progressively overload. So this is definitely very important. The last but not least gym accessory that every single person in the gym needs. You need this no matter who you are, whether you're a man, woman, whether you're lifting weights, whether you're not lifting weights. You need these, and that is stretching bands. You need to be doing dynamic stretches before every single workout you do. It took me a long time to learn this. For the longest time, I was not stretching, but like I said, my lower back was killing me, and I was like, okay, what the hell is going on? I got a lifting belt, and I got these bands to stretch before every single workout, right? So before every chest day, I'm in there, and I'm stretching for at least 10 minutes. I'm warming up my back, I'm warming up my rotator cuffs. I'm making sure that I am ready to lift some heavy ass weights. So no matter who you are, whether you're going to run, whether you're going to lift weights, you're doing Pilates, you need to be stretching. You need to stretch before you do any kind of strenuous exercise. You need to be stretching. So definitely underrated. You will hear this a lot on social media, and these people are absolutely correct. You need to be stretching. When you are brand new to the gym, you can get away with not stretching because you're not lifting that much weight. But the stronger you get and the more you work out, the more you'll pay the price for not stretching. You don't want to get injured. You don't want to, take a break from the gym for like a month because you hurt your shoulder or something. So make sure you get stretching bands. You need stretching bands to make sure that you're ready for your exercises. So yeah, these are my top 5 accessories for the gym. Let me know in your comments what are your personal favorites. But these are ones that I use every single day when I'm in the gym, and they make my experience a lot more enjoyable. So I'll see you guys in the next video.